So before we start our session for today, let's have our prayer. Can someone lead the prayer? Yes. Thank you for leading the prayer. Secretary, please check the attendance of the class. Thank you. So let's have a review. So what is dressmaking? Yes, Mark. Yes, that is correct. And how many rules are there in taking body measurements? Yes, Mike. Okay, that is correct. So, before we start, I have a game that entitled Guess the Word. So, I'll be showing you some shuffled words and you will guess what word that is. Okay. So, let me show the words. Okay. What is this, Mr. Mike? Okay, that is correct. How about this, Mr. Kevin? That is also correct. And number three, okay, Lucio. Uh, that is correct. Number four, let's go with Randy. Okay, that is correct. Number five, let's go with Dominic. Okay, that is correct. So, our lesson for today is about pockets. So, does anyone have any idea what are pockets? Lori. Okay. Okay, that is correct. Very good. Just as you said, it is used for carrying small items. So, a pocket is a bag or envelope-like receptacle either fastened or to insert in an article of clothing to hold small items. Pockets are also attached to luggages, backpacks, and similar items in older usage. A pocket was a separate small bag or pouch. So it is a small sewn into or clothing so as to form part of it. And it is a small patch of something. Just in, just in case na hindi nyo alam itong pocket. Oh, yan siya. Ayan, pinakita ko siya. So, do you understand, class? Okay, let's proceed to the history of pockets. So, any ideas about history? Okay. Can you read the first paragraph, Mike? Thank you, Mike. Just what Mike said, pockets was discovered during ancient times. Ancient people used leather or cloth pouches to hold valuables. Can someone read the second paragraph? Okay, yes, Kevin. Okay, thank you, Kevin. So the modern day pockets appeared in Europe in 13th, 13th century, but Rebecca Answorth stated that it became more noticeable in the 15th century and increased the popularity in the 16th century. And slightly later, European clothing pockets began by being hung like purses excuse me, from a belt which could be concealed beneath a coat or jerkin to discourage pickpocketing and reach through a slit in the outer garment. In the 17th century, pockets began to be sewn into men's clothing, but not to women's, which continued to be tied on and hidden under large skirts popular at that time. The word appears in Middle English as pocket and is taken from a Norman diminutive and of Old French poke, modern pack, pack, cf, pouch. The form poke is now only used in dialect or in such proverbial sayings as pig as in poke. So, can you read the last paragraph, Randy? Excuse me. Thank you, Randy. So basically, pockets are pockets are like small pouches for women in 19th, 17th and 19th century. Does anyone have questions about the history of pockets? Okay, so let's move on to the types of pockets. So there are 13 types of pockets. The first one is the patch pocket. Lucio, kindly read the patch pocket. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Lucio. So the patch pocket is the basic pocket that can be seen on shirts. Some are plain and some have decorations to have good appearances. So side seam pockets. This pocket is part of the side seam. It is often known as the secret pocket because it does not show or have a decorative purpose. The pattern of the item to be sewn will have a pocket pierce to cut and sew into the seam. So this type this type of pocket is very well hidden in folds of the side seam. So a very popular choice when you sew your own clothes. So let's move on. Flap pockets. The flap pocket, as the name suggests, is made with a flap that covers the opening of the pocket. Flap pockets are part of suit jackets, and the flap is usually rectangular but can also have a pointed or curved bottom. Some flap pockets have a buttonhole and buttons fastening. Double flap pockets are just used in some styles of shirts and jackets, but single is also popular. Flap pockets can be seen in jeans, suits, and jackets. So let's move on to zipper pockets. Zipper pockets are pockets with zippers to close the pockets at the top or even the side. Add a secure pocket closure and some decorative interest at the same time. The zipper can be inserted into the top or side of the normal patch pocket. So this type of pocket have advantage to other pockets because it can close the pocket to secure the valuable items. Let's move on to hidden pockets. So these pockets are made intentionally to hide your or conceal something of importance. Travelers often use concealed pockets for their documents and important travel items to keep them safe. Many men are suit Many men's suit and suit jackets have concealed inside pockets. So this type of pocket is suitable for travelers because this pocket can be used for hiding important documents and important travel items. So let's move on to excuse me, expanding pockets and cargo pockets. Some pockets may have tucks and pleats, folds or gathers to add volume to their size and allow them to hold more. An accordion pocket is a well-known expanding pocket. The pleated side gives more space to the pocket. Cargo pockets are an expandable pocket with a flap and may be layered with the other type of pockets. This pocket is found on the cargo pant design. So, can you still follow class? Okay, good. So, let's proceed our lesson. Kangaroo pockets are a large pouch type of pocket found on the front of tracksuit tops or as a utility pouch with different division for carrying tools. Some jackets may use the kangaroo style of pocket split in half as the zipper goes through the center of it. This pocket is featured on hoodies and ano, sweatshirts that is large enough to fit both hands into it. Excuse me. Drape pockets. The cowl pocket is a drape style of pocket. Different fold of fabric and drape around the opening of the pocket. The extra fabric for the draping would be part of the pattern cutting to allow you for a drape effect around the opening of the pocket. Excuse me. So, slit pockets or set-in pockets. The slit pocket shows no pocket on the outside and in usually placed vertical on the garment but can also be horizontal. The opening of the pocket is knitted by the fabric or the pocket that hangs on the inside of the garment. Excuse me. Slash pockets. This pocket is found at the front of pants, jeans, or skirts. Slash pockets start at the waist and follow a diagonal line on the side seam. The line may be straight or curved, but will always be cut and sewn at a slant. It is also known as a cutaway pocket or a scoop pocket. Bias bound pockets. The bound pockets uses binding cut on the bias to form a secure edge to the opening of the pocket. This is usually part of the slit style of pocket, and excuse me, and the slit is bound to give a decorative edge. So next is jeans pockets. Jeans have a variety of different pockets. Different brands of jeans may have their own signature arrangement of pockets to show off their brandings. Excuse me. Most jeans have patch style pockets, curve style pockets, flap pockets, and even a very tiny pocket called a ticket pocket. This was used for holding a train ticket in the days when things were bought. Nowadays, it is more a decorative tradition for a pair of jeans. Jeans pockets are the most common of all pockets. And lastly, fox pockets. Fox pockets do not open. They are purely for decoration. False pockets in other words. So, fox pockets is a fake pocket. It is a close-up pocket and it is usually seen in jeggings. So, is everything clear, class? That's great. So, by the way, we will have a quiz, but before we proceed to the quiz, I have some questions. So, I will show you some questions and we will proceed for the quiz. So, what is pockets? Yes, Celine. Okay, very good. That's correct. So, when did the pockets increase popularity? Yes, Jimmy. Okay, that is correct. So, let's proceed to our quiz. This quiz is a 20 item quiz. So, take your time. I mean, it is only 10 minutes. So, take your time. So, list down the 13 types of pockets and identify the pockets that is shown below. Okay, time's up. So I will show you the answers in a bit. So exchange papers and write correct reply. So these are the answers. Okay, kindly pass your papers. So before we dismiss our session for today, I have an assignment. So watch and learn how to make the 13 types of pockets. So that is all for today. Thank you for your time and have a good day.